Hello guys, Luke Hodge here, and today it's Saturday. Today we got the Saturday blog. Now it's beginning to rain, so I want to do this quickly. But I've just created something very amazing. It's tablet connected into a car stereo. Let me show you. Sony head unit versus old first generation Nexus 7. And I've got a thing called Automate here that'll let me, for example, shows the weather. Street name, I can get navigation, I can press start, go into calendar and apps, go back to home, I can go to music. So this is basically a car head unit. It asks me for tuning radio, but if I click here I can go to other services like Google Play Music or Deezer, but except I haven't installed it here. No, I don't want to exit, sorry, I keep forgetting the wrong button. But yeah, this is the signal here. You see, it's using the GPS signal as I do not have a SIM card. It's got the Wi-Fi if you're connected to the Wi-Fi. If you've got a SIM card, this will work a lot better. You need the Wi-Fi to get all your information or download it. You can go to dashboard. You can monitor how fast you're going in the axle level. It tells you all about that in the application. And you can scroll to other things, acceleration, because it can guess, but it's always wrong as the car is turned off. It's got more about the weather. You can click on that if you really want to. It's refreshing the weather. Yeah, it says it's raining. It's sort of spitting. There is water on the glass, but it's sort of picking up. But yeah, there's so much options here, and you can actually get proper head units. There's navigation. That's pretty cool. Of course, I'm pointing it down as I do not want the my location to be shared. But if I scroll a little bit across where it doesn't show where my house is, if I get rid of that, there we go. You see it has got a navigation thing. We'll just get out of that. No, cancel, go home. And it'll tell you all things like that. And you see it's got my recent point, center point in the town. I can search that up. And other things, blah blah nonsense. So yeah, this is my little creation. I just wanted to show that as I think it's a cool design, especially if you want to upgrade your head unit just that little bit. I thought it might just be a cool thing to test, and I have tested it out and it actually works really well. At the moment it's held by BlueTAC, and it's actually holding really well. It hasn't dropped off the entire time we've been using it. It's been a day since I put it up and it hasn't dropped down at all. We've been over potholes, it hasn't dropped off, and I'll prove that. There's BlueTAC holding this. It's holding the little display that only shows the time and stuff, because this is sort of 2001, nothing like touch units. Oh, right, okay, that's a bit funny, but that just dropped off that time. That's quite weird. I said it holds on all the time, and now it's just dropped off. That's a bit weird. Okay then, so I showed you the dash unit. Now, actually this was meant to be a blog, and it sort of still is, but I've been a bit busy all day, and also there hasn't been a lot to really, film about, because I've been inside all day. Well, I've done near enough with watch YouTube. Sorry if it's been a bit quiet, because I'm chewing, of course. I shouldn't start chewing them to begin with, but basically, the unit of how the tablet works is very simple. Now, most people have an aftermarket radio in place. Basically, most people have a Sony or Pioneer or any unit in place. They'll have the standard one, but most Peugeot owners with a 406 often change them all the time, because the CD players break in about 10 years to 9 to 10 years. I mean, all you're stuck with is FM, and that absolutely sucks. So most people have already upgraded to a radio like I did, but except I was a bit late behind, because we upgraded it when it was 13 or 12 years old. So probably 13 to 12 years old we upgraded our radio. So we did suffer with FM for a while. If it did suck, because all you'd hear is all that stuff. But yeah, if you have a standard head unit, but if you still want a navigation, or your existing radio doesn't have a touchscreen, but it does have an aux input, and use the aux though. But the way it's powered is very simple. If you haven't got that, or you just want to have no sound, you just want it as like a navigation screen and built-in stuff for browsing the internet or at the KFC car park or playing videos on the run or something, just to keep you entertained when you're meant to be concentrating on your driving. If you don't have a USB or aftermarket radio to power off, this is how you do it. Because you can play media through the USB cable if you've got an aftermarket head unit, just to let you know about that. But if you don't have that and you just have a standard radio and all you want is internet browsing and bits and bobs, it's very simple. All you need is a cable, a car charger, often a 2-one's handy, because even when it only needs one USB cable plugged into it, if you have a second one, it'll be very easy, because that means if you come along and you're going for a trip, you can have your phone, you can bring your phone cable with you, so that will chance you're low on battery and you need to have it charged before you arrive where you're going, you can have that sorted. That can be really handy and good for those bad points in life. So I got a bit itchy there and also some other stuff. But yeah, this is how it works. Now, if you go to the head unit run, there's another simple way. Basically, you blue tack this, or if you're having it permanently and you're not going to be able to remove it, double-sided tape, really sticky stuff, or Velcro will do the job now. So that means then you can remove it and put it in your dashboard if it's service station you worry, and your tablets are worth a lot more than this one is, because I've got an iPad Air too. As this personal device, this is the first generation X7 that you can get for £15 now, a Wi-Fi version like this one is on eBay. So I don't think I need to worry about this one that much. But as it's still got my details on, I don't think I really want it to disappear. But yeah. But yeah, if you've got an aftermarket radio, all you need is just fix it up permanently, get it into place. Make sure you have a USB cable in. Now, if your radio does not only support source, then you're going to have to run that adapter down. You're going to have to get a USB charger, wire that in somewhere, and have an aux cable going into your radio, if that's from the front or the back. Back's often better because that means you can hide your install and it makes it a little bit better. I'm just going to get rid of that for now so it makes it a little bit easier to talk. But basically just wire it in, put your aux in. If it doesn't have a USB, then we're going to wire the USB somewhere else and put the aux in, plug it into your radio. Very simple. My computer's just gone to sleep, just going to wake that back up, so it would be a flash in a moment. No, it decided it wanted to go to sleep instead. But it's very simple. You wire it in, it works for it. Now, as I said, I didn't really explain that much about the app, but I did show some of it. Now, I use the Auto TripMate. I think that's what it's called. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you what it is in a moment. But I think the battery might have died in this, as it was at 30% when I put it in. There's time. But basically, it's something like Auto TripMate. I will put a proper video out if anyone's interested. Instead of it being in a normal tablet mode, it's more in a car head unit design thing. Android is properly made Google, and you just download the application and it'll work straight away with your device. Now, I haven't been able to use the genuine version because this device is quite old now. It's running the older. I believe it's Marshmallow 5.8, and I think that might be what this is running, but I haven't had updates in a while, so I believe this is discontinued, the software for this Nexus 7 because it's the first generation. If you got a second one, then you'll be fine. But because I don't think it's updated anymore, when I went to the genuine application to make it work, it wouldn't download, so I had to go for a third-party one that actually still works pretty well, but you've got two home buttons, one for the actual software behind and the actual application. It does work really well. It's like no difference, except you've got two home buttons and you can easily click out of it and you're into normal tablet mode. But overall, it's not bad. So yeah, that's that. I'm going to do some stuff though. I'm going to talk about more car stuff because I have a bit to tell in a moment, so I'll see you in a bit. Now sponsored by Extra White. No, I'm just kidding. No, we haven't got any sponsorship yet. I don't know why the hell I just did that little slip, but I just did it. I don't know what the big mouth thing is all about. But anyway, that's what happened. So yeah, I also wanted to put another thing in. I think I might also do a separate video on this, But I wanted to quickly say, in a quick bit, I am going to probably do a full video on this, but just in case I didn't, I'm going to include it in this vlog. Let me just balance this up here the best I can. Why did I start doing blogs? Because I know I did start doing videos before I started doing daily videos, like I've been trying to for the last year and a half now. I think it's been a year and a half. Not quite sure, but I know it's been a year. But I think it might be a year and a half. I might have started, but I think I might have started in 24 in the middle of 2014. If I haven't and you've checked, don't blame me because I cannot remember. I know it was sometime in 2015. I know that much for sure. It's definitely been a year for sure. But anyway, I'll tell you what got me into it. Now recently, what got me into it was when I first found my favourite YouTuber, McJuggernuggets. Now I know to start with, when at the time I found it, the most thing I bought was the Psycho series. Now, of course, this was all fake. It's definitely not the thing you shouldn't show young children, as it's full of strong language, of course, but it is a very entertaining thing. And of course, at that time, though, he started doing daily blogs, everyday videos. So, and also, I saw other people doing like Mars Bar Vlogs. If you don't follow them, it's basically a person called Alex. He is a British blogger, that most people are, and I say he deserves a lot more credit than he's getting at the moment. So, let everyone know, if you're not going to follow me, let him subscribe to him, because he's a fair person, and I think he needs more than he's earned. It's not actually his proper job. He's actually, well, I've gathered he's a photographer person, but he's doing his YouTube as a second job, and also because he wants to do it because he likes photoing. But the main reason it got me into it, though, is after seeing all of that, all the people doing it, I thought, well, I do like the idea of doing it, so before I thought I'd just do it on Saturday and Sundays, or it wasn't that before, but just do it when I thought and whenever I feel like it. So I started doing it, and it started to get on. And then when I didn't really do it that much because I only do it on special occasions, but then I started doing it every Saturday and Sunday, and I've been doing that for the last couple of times, and now it's a 6-week holiday, and I've been practically uploading every single day to you guys. That has really impressed me, and I do want to do this as my real job, so I want to get much views and subscribers as possible, and the reason is for that, I don't want to be greedy or anything, but because I want to do this my job, I need people to watch the ads to make at least about, I've still got to make money off it, and a reasonable amount as a job would, or even more, because I know YouTube can be quite generous people. But yeah, I need to make a certain amount of money, and that includes, to most get money out of your advent is about, that you're gonna make $50 in about UK money. I don't know what that is, because YouTube it started off in YouTube, so it started in UK, so it comes in dollars. But at the moment, how the UK pound's going, transferring it into dollars into pounds, that actually might be a very good thing at the moment. Yeah, it's actually really interesting, and it got me into it. But I need also than just doing not than just blogs as well most of the time, and just doing other videos like reviews, even when I reviews at Rubbish, my unboxings can be a lot better. The blog, so I've been doing it for ages. I want to try and improve it anymore, but because of it being in a daily life without much doing every day, and living in North Wales and the weather mostly always sucks, unicorns balls, I don't know where that came from, but it just did. It's a lot hard to do that here, and also I haven't got the money to do something anywhere. Go to a park, go to Chester, buy some stuff, haven't got a house to blog around freely that I wish I could do, but that what got me into blogging really for the most, and this is how I want to improve my future and really get a job out here. And I really want to fund some money, because even my parents, it is quite expensive, but I have some family in Canada and I want to see them, because if my nanny and granddad pass away, I might never ever see them, because the family's built and it's a bit awkward meeting some people you haven't even seen before or haven't even met. More like before, when it's with the family and stuff, when I'm gonna, it's a little bit easier to do it because it's not right out of the blow, and it is a bit, you know, off chancing, but I just wanted to let that know though, out of the way. Anyway, I'm probably gonna end this video here now, because even when it hasn't been that much in the blog today, it's actually growing quite long than expected. So I'm gonna end the vlog here for you guys. I know it wasn't probably the best in the world, but what can you do? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Sorry it hasn't been the best vlog I've ever done in the world, like I always say, but mostly. But yeah, guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.